Anytime.
Mike Blanchard in Calgary. Well, joining us now is Trevor Shaw. Trevor's in Inglewood, Alberta, and has a first-hand account of the flooding. Trevor, thanks for taking time to speak with us today.
Thanks, Brian.
Can you tell us what you're seeing right now?
Yeah, well, actually, what you see behind me is the Bow River that has, of course, swollen up due to the flooding, and it is eroding. It is eroding the riverbank here, which threatens a lot of these homes. These idyllic homes along the riverbank here are now threatened by the riverbank erosion. You see the Bow River coming south, but it naturally wants to hang a bit of a left and turn that way. But of course, with all the volume of water, it is pushing up against the riverbank, and it has eaten away probably about a good 50 feet of former parkland and bike path. This was once a cul-de-sac here. It's been eaten away, and you can even see where the bike path has been chewed off right in this area here.
Trevor, have any of the authorities or even the out with the flood damage, have they been there to assess the damage yet?
Yes, as I understand, they have been. Of course, we've got, I'm just going to show you right now, we can see further down here, we've got the city working feverishly to do their best to shore up the riverbank here to, again, protect these homes. But there's been all the authorities here taking a close look to seeing how they can make the best assessment at the flood. Just unforeseen circumstances here in Calgary.
Trevor, this is one of Calgary's oldest neighborhoods. Are the homes in that area, are they of the type of buildings that can sustain or withstand the damage from a flood like this?
You know, Brian, a lot of these homes are fairly new, as you can see behind me. So, you know, built to code, but I don't think anyone really thought of what, you know, the damage that a flood of this magnitude can cause. And just so everyone understands, it's not necessarily the overland water. We don't necessarily have to have the water lapping at the front of the homes, but just having that water push in and saturating the ground can cause flooding in some of these homes where the groundwater can even bubble up through the foundation or cracks in the foundation or sewer lines and that sort of thing. So just because the waves aren't lapping up the front of the homes, we can still water in their basements.
Trevor, is Inglewood one of the neighborhoods that the authorities are allowing people to get back into their homes to assess the damage there?
Inglewood is currently under mandatory evacuation. That does not mean that homeowners cannot come to their homes and do what they can. In fact, there are a lot of people pumping out basements here because they have had some, these homes along here, along the riverfront, have had water in their basements and they're working there. So residents are allowed back in, but understand there is no power and there's no gas in these homes at current.
Trevor, do you live in Inglewood yourself?
I don't. I'm in the high ground in Mount Pleasant, but my brother here, my brother is, he lives in Inglewood, and he's been here for a few years, and he says that he's never before seen this sort of thing in this idyllic neighborhood.
Well, let's talk to him for a second if we can. Can you ask him how his home is?
Sure, hang on for a second, Brian.
Sure.
Hi.
Hey, what's your name?
Graham Shaw.
Graham, I was talking to your brother about the Inglewood neighborhood, and you're a resident there. How's your home doing? Do you feel that your home is still safe from the waters, or is it in any kind of peril right now?
So far, so good with my home. I have no water, but neighbors just a few doors down from me are pumping out their basement. It was knee-deep in water.
Graham, your brother tells us you've lived there for quite some time, and you're right there beside the river. Have you ever seen anything like this in your time in the Inglewood area?
No, I have not. I've really lived in Calgary all my life and down in the Inglewood-Ramsey area for about 15 years, and never in my life have I ever seen the river this high and this much destruction.
Graham, what do you think is going to happen to mitigate what's going on with the floodwaters? Is the federal government going to have to come in here and help you people out?
I think it's undetermined at this point. I think they're just going to deal with the immediate threat, which is the river eroding this riverbank. They're putting in rocks and stuff to try to divert the flow and get it away from the riverbank. And so far, it looks like they're succeeding. we have high hopes.
Well, we all do, sir, and we appreciate you taking time from what's a tremendous job you guys are doing there. Graham and Trevor Shaw, we thank you for speaking with us today. We'll wish you good luck.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Well, that was an interview that started out with Graham Shaw, but his brother Trevor was right there as well, so we decided to talk to him too. And they're doing a great job there in Englewood trying to keep their homes safe from the floodwaters that have impacted that neighborhood.